Hello everyone! Today we are going to be playing as the nurse. Alright, so here are my 4 perks. Barbecue and chili, Pop Goes the Weasel, then Adophobia, and some add-ons that I'll explain later. And here I decided to change out Nurse's Calling for Thrilling Tremors, because I feel like it's going to benefit me more. I already have an aura reading perk in Barbecue and Chili, so I decided to equip Thrilling Tremors to help with gen regression. And here we go. So it looks like we're going to Macmillan Estate. And notice that one of the offerings is not turned over. This is one of 2 things. It either means 2 survivors are going to spawn together, or that they're going to spawn the furthest away from me. So we need to keep that into consideration. Let's talk about my add-ons. One of them is minor. It just moderately recharges my blink speed. Blink, by the way, is the power of the nurse. It allows her to phase forward in whatever direction, up, down, forward, whatever she wants to go to. But my second one shows me where I'm going to end up after my blink. And that is probably like a really underrated add-on as nurse, especially for me. I don't play nurse like ever. I'm a nurse on training wheels. So like knowing where I'm going to end up because of this add-on is so nice. It's so nice. So Nurse is a very slow killer. She relies on the blinks to move around. So you have to keep that into consideration. So it looks like I'm spawning right next to the main building, which makes me feel confident that the add-on, or not the add-on, the offering that someone gave is the one that'll just makes them spawn with a friend. So I'm going around the edges of the map because survivors tend to start there at edges, and trying to find my first victim. That's promising. I see Jake run away from that gen, but he's faster than I am, so I leave him for now. Going to see if anyone's working on this one. I don't hear anyone, so that's fine. Keeping an eye out in case Jake ran towards me. And I let a gen go, which sucks, but hopefully I can get someone. I hear a locker though, and there he is. Using my blink to get him. Look how easy that was. Like other killers, Nurse's power is very reliant on predicting survivor movement. Do you see that Jake with the toolbox? He's trying to play hero with Saboteur. So I keep that in the back of my head. Thrilling Tremors shows me that they're only working on the gen that was furthest from me, which I wasn't going to defend that hard anyway. Blinking inside just is easier. And I hear Dwight. Again, you want to blink to where you think the survivor is going to run. and you can just mow them down like that. So I don't pick up Quentin. I don't want to be struck with Decisive Strike. So I decide to look for other people to chase. And I see someone, Jake. So, as nurse, you get 2 blinks. Oh. Sorry. You get 2 blinks. So, you want to time your blinks so that the game doesn't think that you only want to use 1 blink when you use the first one. Sorry, I know that sentence made like no sense. But, let's say you use the first blink to teleport a large distance. You have to use that second blink quickly, or else the game is just going to instantly put you in fatigue. So I hooked 2 people coming towards this gen that I know people are working at. And I was trying to see if I could grab the Nia off of this gen, because you can get sorry, not blinks, you can get grabs really easily as nurse. So you see how I hesitated on using that second blink, and the game put me in fatigue because of it? Like that. So they're healing so quickly. So I know they're all together right now. I just need to find where they are. And I hear footsteps. There's Jake. And I hesitated again there, so I can't use my second blink. That's how you do a successful second blink. I know I didn't hit him, but I used my second blink there. I feel like I should have said this earlier, but the longer you hold down a blink, the further in terms of distance you go. Throwing Tremors shows me that they're working on that gen, so I need to start to defend it. And that person's just crouching. I figured that they would be hiding in this locker, so I check it. They're not there. Okay. Are they around here? Not that I see. Are they in this locker? Nope. Don't know where they are. Don't want to commit too strongly to just one person, so head back to the unhooker. Notice that I don't, regress gens. I don't kick them if they're not worth my time. Like, if there's little progress on it, why would I want to kick it? It's not worth the time. So I see people there. Long blink, then another, to land a hit. I leave Jake because he was the one that was unhooked. And I start chasing Dwight, who's healthy. I predict he's going to turn left. And he does, but not where I thought he was going to be. Easy first hit on him here. And he actually, runs towards me. I think he thinks that I was going to use the second blink, but thankfully for me, I was out of my blink, so like he did me a favor. There goes Dwight. I see someone on that gen. It's Nia, who I haven't hooked yet, so I'd like to hook her at least once. Here she is. I blink to the other side of that pallet, so I'm not stuck inside the killer shack. And I commit to this chase on the Nia. She goes up there. Nurses can blink upwards, so you gotta keep that into consideration. What a great blink. But I make up for it with the second. And there's Nia down. I see basement there, but it's not worth it to drag her all the way over there. So I'll just hook her here. And there's all 3 people accounted for. Ooh! You see this middle person, they're hiding in that locker. If I can sneak up on them, I can get a locker grab. Locker catch. So I don't wait in front of the locker. I pretend to turn, and then I search the locker. Isn't that so satisfying? And there's Dwight dead, literally out of the match. Oh, another important part. Notice that I'm not breaking walls or breaking pallets as nurse. I can teleport. Why would I want to do that? That's a waste of time. Don't break pallets as nurse. Just teleport to the other side of them. Link to them. There's Nia running. She unfortunately gets the stun on me, which sucks, but that's fine. But I know that her rescuer is also here, and I see him. There's Jake. Now that that gen has progress, I want to kick it before committing to this chase. And I see... Actually, those aren't 2 sets of scratch marks, but I thought it was at the time. I know they like to run off to this area, so I checked it, and it paid off. So, there, Jake employs probably the best strategy you can use against Nurse. If you're running in a straight line and she's blinking towards you, start to run towards the Nurse, because that'll catch her off guard. That's a good survivor tip against Nurse. Don't, like, immediately start running towards the Nurse when you hear her start to blink, but, like, as she's about to, start running towards her. This Quentin's easy to predict. And there he's out. And I see both of them working on that gen over there. I popped this gen because it's closer to the other ones, but that might have been a mistake on my part. I used my 2 blinks for immobility here. So I turn back, and here it's progressing, so I know people are working on it. And I go for Nia. So her sounds of pain actually threw me for a loop, because it sounded like she was running towards me. But I down her here. So I know Jake's over there. I can hook her here and immediately start going for Jake. She's second hook, so she can't Kobe or anything. So chasing her earlier to make sure she got hooked at least once paid off. But I don't know where Jake is. He could have ran to the left, or he could have stayed in that loop, like maybe hopped in a locker. So what I do is I go back to Nia, but then immediately start looking, and there he is. Looking back. And over there. And a series of unfortunate blanks. But knowing he's going to get Nia, I teleport to Nia. And look at that! I use my second blink to grab him off the hook. Isn't that beautiful? I was so proud of myself. He was healthy too, so if I just hit him, he would have gotten the unhook. But since I grabbed him, it just pulled him onto my back. And that's a 4K as Nurse. Merciless Killer. Nearly a perfect game. Yeah, look at that. Most of it's close to 8,000. 4 eerie emblems, iridescent emblems. And as always, GG's in the chat.